your local weather with the KX News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 6, and we're looking live here across the state. Temperature-wise, we have creeped into those low 80s for a lot of the region, just at 79 right now in Dickinson, but clear skies are prevailing, as we can see here. Really no clouds to speak of, no storms, no anything here tonight. Should be nice and calm as we head through the first half of the week at least. And the overall pattern shows this area of low pressure well off towards our east. It will continue to move off towards the east, so no worries as far as that is concerned. Right now, it's this area of high pressure right here kind of driving things for us right now. As we sit more on the backside of the high, the winds are kind of shifting to more out of the west-southwest, and that will allow temperatures to continue to increase over the next few days. May even see some mid-90s by Wednesday or Thursday, perhaps some upper 90s towards the far western tier, so getting much warmer over the next few. And there's a disturbance out across the far west that may give us some storms perhaps late Thursday into our Independence Day. We'll have to watch that very carefully over the next few days. But right now, severe storms are not expected for Friday. Things can change, though, as we've seen over the last couple of weeks. Looking ahead to our tomorrow, a bit warmer than today. A lot of mid to upper 80s for our central tier, maybe even a 90 towards Linton, maybe towards Minot, and some more of those 80s or 90s, I should say, out towards the western tier. And again, getting warmer beyond this as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. So here's the overall pattern shakedown for the rest of the week. So we have this building ridge out across the western half of the country. This is giving us that nice classic summer-like setup for warming temperatures over the next few days. And as we just saw, perhaps some 90s as early as tomorrow. But watch what happens as we get into Thursday and especially into our Friday. This dome of high pressure is pretty much peaking right over us here in the northern plains. And as that happens, that's going to invite all of this wonderful Gulf moisture to come on in from the far south, giving us our peak heating days into our Thursday of this week. Going to get pretty humid as well as we get into the end of the week. And as I said, some mid to upper 90s possible by Thursday there for us. And as far as the muggy meter is concerned, we may see a peak in those humidity values as we get into Thursday, maybe as early as Wednesday. Dew points getting into those mid to upper 60s. Going to feel pretty moist as we get into the end of the week as a result of this. So definitely be aware of that if you're going to be outdoors Thursday into our Friday. Looking at Williston's next few days, tomorrow going to be near 90, some low to mid 90s there for us Wednesday into Thursday. And we see this little bit of a drop off from Thursday into the weekends that may give us some storms as a result of that cool off coming later on into the week. And Dickinson's next few days, for now, 20% chance of storms or showers Wednesday into the beginning of the weekend. Watching this right here, those odds may increase over the next few days as well. And looking at Minot's next several, tomorrow going to be near 90. We should get into those 90s by Wednesday and Thursday. 40% chance of storms right now for Friday, and again, those odds are increasing as we speak. And Bismarck tomorrow, 88, 95 there for Thursday is the warmest day of the time frame. And again, 40% chance of storms right now for the 4th of July. Kiara?
A very hot start to July, just hoping some of those storms might dissipate or at least not stick around all weekend long for everybody who's going to be at the lake.
It shouldn't be anything crazy like the last 2 Fridays, but again, got to watch that very carefully over the next few days. We'll see what we get, of course.
It's always on those Fridays. Thank you so much, Kenny.